It seems like AI is everywhere these days. You know what I mean? You see the headlines, all the crazy predictions. Maybe you've even tried out some of the new AI tools yourself.
It's really taken off, hasn't it?
Definitely. So today we're doing a deep dive into two organizations that are really shaking things up in the AI world, OpenAI and DeepSeek. We've got some excerpts from a comparative analysis, and I think it'll spark some interesting thoughts.
You know, it's a bit like comparing an architect designing some futuristic skyscraper with a detective meticulously piecing together a puzzle. Both OpenAI and DeepSeek are brilliant in their own right, but their approaches to AI, they're worlds apart.
Okay, I like that analogy. So first up, we've got OpenAI, the architect, the one reaching for the stars, founded by some big names, right? Elon Musk, Sam Altman. And right from the start, their goal was ambitious, to put it mildly, creating artificial general intelligence, or AGI.
And AGI, it's not just about making computers, faster or better at crunching numbers.
Yeah.
AGI is about creating systems that could reason, learn, and solve problems even better than we can in so many different areas.
It really makes you think. What happens when machines become smarter than us? That's some serious sci-fi stuff. But OpenAI, they're not just aiming for any AGI. They're focused on what they call beneficial AGI.
Right, building AI that's aligned with human values. It's like avoiding that robot apocalypse scenario everyone's worried about.
Exactly. So no killer robots, hopefully. And this philosophy is reflected in OpenAI's projects. Take GPT-3, for example. This thing can generate text that's incredibly human-like. I mean, you could give it a prompt like, write a poem about a robot falling in love with the moon.
And you'd get back something pretty poetic, I bet.
It really would. You might not even know a human didn't write it. But GPT-3, it's not just mimicking language, is it?
No, it's not. It's actually learning the concepts. The relationships between words, demonstrating a level of abstract thinking that's pretty remarkable for a machine.
It's mind-blowing. And then there's DALL-E, another OpenAI creation. This one's all about generating images from text descriptions. So I could say, create a surrealist painting of a cat playing chess with an octopus and a hot air balloon.
And DALL-E would just conjure up that image for you.
It would create a unique image just from that description. It's like having an AI artist on call 247.
It really shows you how creative AI can be. And again, it's not just copying existing images, it's understanding those concepts and creating something entirely new.
It's pretty wild. And OpenAI, they don't stop there. They've also got Codex, which powers GitHub Copilot. This tool is a game changer for developers. It helps them write code faster and more efficiently, suggesting code snippets, even entire functions. Imagine an AI pair programmer working alongside you.
It's really pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI, that's for sure.
Okay, so we've talked about OpenAI, the architect reaching for those ambitious goals. Now let's shift gears to DeepSeek, our AI detective. If OpenAI is all about dreaming big and expanding those frontiers, DeepSeek is about getting down to business, applying AI to real-world problems.
I like that.
Yeah.
You could say OpenAI creates the tools and DeepSeek figures out how to use them to solve mysteries hidden within data.
They're like data whisperers, helping organizations make sense of these massive data sets that would otherwise be completely overwhelming. But how do they actually do it? What's their secret weapon?
Well, DeepSeek relies on a few key technologies. First, there are sophisticated machine learning algorithms. They learn from data to make predictions and identify patterns. Imagine you show an algorithm thousands of pictures of trees and train it to tell the difference between, say, an oak and a maple.
Right. So they're training these algorithms to be expert pattern recognizers. But how do they ensure that those patterns are meaningful and lead to actual insights? I mean, couldn't the AI just find random connections that don't really mean anything?
Well, that's where DeepSeek's expertise comes in. They understand the nuances of data. They can design these algorithms that are robust and reliable, and they also use natural language processing, or NLP. Remember how we were talking about OpenAI's GPT-3 understanding and generating human-like text?
Yeah, it's amazing how human-like it is.
Well, DeepSeek uses similar NLP techniques to analyze text data. This is crucial for understanding things like customer reviews, social media posts, all that text-heavy data that companies are swimming in these days.
So these same technology can be used in these totally different ways. OpenAI uses it to create art and write stories, and DeepSeek uses it to extract meaning from mountains of data.
Exactly. It just goes to show how versatile AI can be. And there's another important piece to DeepSeek's approach: data visualization. They understand that even the most brilliant insights are useless if you can't communicate them effectively.
Right, you've got to make it understandable, especially these days when we're all drowning in information.
Exactly. So they take this complex data and transform it into intuitive visuals, making it easy for anyone to grasp the story that the data is telling.
So they're like translators, taking the language of data and making it understandable for us humans. Which is so important. I mean, we're bombarded with information constantly, and it's hard to know what to trust or what it all means.
It really is. DeepSeek is helping us navigate this information overload by making data more accessible and understandable.
Okay, so we've got OpenAI dreaming big and DeepSeek getting down to business, but where are they putting all this AI detective work to use? What kind of real-world problems are they tackling?
Well, their impact is being felt across many industries. Take finance, for example. They're using AI to help with risk assessment and fraud detection. Those are areas where even a small mistake can have huge consequences.
Definitely high stakes. So having an AI system that can analyze tons of data and spot those potential risks is super valuable. What about healthcare? It seems like AI could really change the game in that field.
Absolutely. DeepSeek is working on AI solutions that can analyze patient data, not just medical records, but also lifestyle factors, genetic information, even environmental data.
Wow, so they're creating a really holistic picture of someone's health.
Exactly. It leads to earlier disease detection and personalized treatment plans.
So potentially we could prevent some diseases altogether.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
What about marketing? Are they using AI to, get inside our heads and figure out what makes us tick as consumers?
Well, think about all the data you generate every day. Your online searches, your purchases, your social media activity. DeepSeek shows us that all that data tells a story about who we are as individuals and as a society. They help businesses tap into that story, understand their customers better, and create more targeted marketing campaigns.
So in a way, DeepSeek is helping businesses understand us better than we understand ourselves. It's a little unsettling, but also pretty fascinating.
It definitely makes you think.
It does. Okay, so we've got OpenAI, the dreamer, pushing the boundaries of what AI can do, and DeepSeek, the detective, using AI to unlock those secrets hidden within data. But here's the question that's been on my mind. Could these two seemingly different organizations actually work together?
That's a really interesting question. On the surface, they seem to occupy different niches within the AI world. But if we look deeper, there's some intriguing potential for collaboration. I'm all ears. Where do you see the most promising connections?
Well, one obvious area is OpenAI's powerful models like GPT-3. Imagine combining GPT-3's advanced language understanding with DeepSeek's expertise in data analysis.
That could be a powerful combination. So OpenAI provides the cutting-edge AI, and DeepSeek figures out how to apply it to solve real problems. It's like the ultimate dream team.
Exactly. The visionaries meet the pragmatists. But there's something else that connects them too. Something perhaps even more important.
What's that?
They both share a deep commitment to using AI responsibly.
So it's not just about building powerful AI, it's about ensuring it's used for good.
Precisely. As AI becomes more powerful, this shared commitment is going to be crucial.
Okay, so we have these two powerhouses in their AI world, each pushing the boundaries in their own way, but with this potential to collaborate and create something truly remarkable.
And this raises a very important question.
Which is?
What happens when cutting-edge AI research meets real-world problem solving?
Ooh, that is the question, isn't it? And one we'll explore further in just a bit. But first, we need to take a quick break. We'll be right back. So we're back, and that question is still lingering. What happens when cutting-edge AI research meets real-world problem solving? It's pretty mind-boggling when you really think about it.
It is. We have OpenAI developing AI so advanced, it's practically thinking for itself. And then there's DeepSeek masters at harnessing data and turning it into those actionable insights. The combination is, wow, incredibly powerful.
It's like the ultimate dream team. The visionaries meet the pragmatists. But what would this partnership look like in practice? Can you give me some concrete examples?
Sure. Let's start with healthcare. Imagine using this combined AI power to accelerate drug discovery. We could develop life-saving drugs faster and more efficiently, tailor treatments to each individual patient based on their genetic makeup.
So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach to medicine, we could have truly personalized treatment plans. That's amazing. What about something like climate change? Could this dream team help us tackle that global crisis?
Definitely. OpenAI's AI could model those complex climate systems, predict future climate scenarios with incredible accuracy. And then DeepSeek could use that information to optimize renewable energy production design, smarter transportation systems, and even create cities that are more resilient to the effects of climate change.
So we could finally move beyond just talking about climate change and start taking some real action. That's a game changer. Okay, let's get even more specific. How could this dream team revolutionize education?
Imagine personalized learning experiences for every student. OpenAI's AI could create intelligent tutoring systems that adapt to each student's individual learning style, while DeepSeek could track their progress, identify areas where they need extra support.
So no more traditional classroom where everyone learns the same thing at the same pace. We'd have a system that empowers each student to reach their full potential. This partnership could touch every aspect of our lives.
And that's what's so exciting. We're talking about the possibility of solving some of humanity's most challenging problems, from disease and poverty to inequality and climate change.
It's really incredible. But I have to ask, are there any downsides? Is it all sunshine and roses, or are there potential risks we need to consider?
You're right. It's important to remember that AI, like any powerful technology, has the potential for misuse. And as AI becomes more sophisticated, we need to be thoughtful about its implications. Guard against those unintended consequences.
You know, it's interesting. We started by comparing OpenAI to an architect and DeepSeek to a detective. But maybe there's another analogy that's even more fitting.
Oh, what do you have in mind?
Well, think about it. We're talking about creating incredibly powerful AI that could potentially surpass human intelligence. It's like we're summoning a genie from a bottle.
I see what you mean. We need to be very careful about what we wish for.
Exactly. We have to ask ourselves, are we prepared for those potential consequences?
Right.
How do we ensure this powerful genie is used for good and not for harm?
Those are questions that we as a society need to grapple with. It's not just the responsibility of the companies developing AI, but all of us. We need to have these open and honest conversations about the role we want AI to play in our lives.
You know, it's like we're all standing on the edge of this uncharted territory. We see the incredible potential, but there are also these unknown risks. And we're all trying to figure out how to navigate this new landscape together.
And that brings us back to that key question we posed earlier. What happens when cutting-edge AI research meets real-world problem-solving? It's a question that doesn't have any easy answers.
No, it doesn't, but it's a question that we need to keep asking ourselves.
Absolutely.
And I think it's a question that each of us needs to answer for ourselves. So as we move into the final part of our deep dive, we want to shift the focus to you, the listener. Think about the things we've discussed today. The potential of AI, the risks, the ethical questions, and ask yourself, what role will AI play in your life, in the years to come? Will it be this force for good, helping us solve the world's biggest problems? Or will it become something we need to control, a powerful genie that could maybe get a little out of hand?
It's definitely something to think about AI. It's not just some futuristic fantasy anymore. It's already part of our everyday lives.
Yeah.
And its influence is only going to grow.
That's true. I mean, we use AI every day, often without even realizing it. Think about it. The recommendations you get on your favorite streaming service, the navigation apps that help you avoid traffic AI. It's already making decisions that impact our lives.
And as AI gets more sophisticated, those decisions are going to become even more important. That's why it's so crucial for everyone to stay informed, to be part of the conversation about AI's future.
Right. We can't just be passive observers. We have to help shape this technology, make sure it's used ethically and responsibly.
It's like we're all part of this giant experiment, figuring out how to live in a world where machines are becoming more and more intelligent. And the choices we make today will determine what that world looks like tomorrow.
So let's take a minute to recap what we've learned in our deep dive into OpenAI and DeepSeek. We started with OpenAI, the big dreamer, pushing the boundaries of what AI can do with those incredible models, like GPT-3 and DALL-E. They can generate text images, even code.
And then we looked at DeepSeek, the data detective, using AI to uncover insights from these massive data sets, helping organizations make better decisions and solve those real-world problems.
And even though they seem like they're on different sides of the AI world, we found some exciting possibilities for them to work together. Imagine what could happen if you combined OpenAI's cutting-edge AI with DeepSeek's expertise in applying AI to real challenges.
The potential benefits are huge, from speeding up drug discovery and tackling climate change to personalizing education and improving countless other parts of our lives.
But we also can't forget about those potential risks, the ethical questions surrounding AI. It's a powerful tool, and we need to be careful about how we use it.
That's for sure. The future of AI, it's not set in stone. It's being written right now. And the most important thing is that we all have a hand in shaping that future.
Absolutely. So keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep the conversation going. The world of AI, it's vast and it's constantly changing. There's always something new to discover.
The journey has just begun.
And on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive into OpenAI and DeepSeek. Thanks for joining us today. And remember, keep thinking critically about the role you want AI to play in your life. The future is in our hands.